Hello children, good morning. Today we are going to start science. Open your textbooks. So we are going to start the reading lesson number 3, solar system. We have finished explanation part. We'll start reading the lesson now. Okay. So page number 185 in your textbook. Start reading from here. So we have learned that the sun is the ultimate source of heat and energy on the earth. Sun is the star around which Earth rotates. The sun is also called star around which Earth rotates. Solar system. The sun, the planets, and their moons, along with smaller bodies like dwarf planets, comets, and asteroids, they will form the solar system. Turn the page number 186. The sun is positioned at the center of our solar system. It is a huge ball of hot gases such as hydrogen and helium. It gives us light and heat. It gives us heat and light, or we can say that light and heat. In the picture given here, planets are arranged in the order of increasing distance from the sun. See the picture of our solar system. So planets are arranged in the order of increasing distance from the sun. That is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Again Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So the planets around the sun in fixed paths is called orbit. The first four planets near the sun are called inner planets, or we can say that as terrestrial planets. Okay, next write the inner planet names here. I have written inner planet names: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. The last four planets are called outer planets. These planets are right here: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Okay, write these blanks using the pencil now only. Okay, next planets. Mercury. Mercury is the smallest and the nearest planet to the sun. Venus. It is the second nearest planet from the sun and is very similar to the size of the earth. It is the hottest and brightest planet. Venus is also called morning or evening star. Morning or evening star, because on some days it shows up very brightly in the sky in the morning or evening. You know about the Venus, okay? Next, coming to page number 187, Earth. It is the third planet from the Sun. It is also called the blue planet because about 70% of its surface is covered with water. It has air and water. Hence, it is the only planet known to support life. Okay. Next, Mars. It is the fourth planet in our solar system. Soil and rocks present on this planet are red in color, giving it a red appearance. Hence, it is also called the red planet. Mars is also called red planet. And next, coming to Jupiter, it is the fifth and largest planet in our solar system. Thick, colorful clouds of deadly and poisonous gases surround Jupiter. Saturn is the sixth and second largest planet in our solar system. This gas giant is the famous for its beautiful songs. Uranus is the seventh and third largest planet. It is also very cold. Neptune, our eighth planet from the sun. Neptune is the last planet. Fair storms rage on this planet. Neptune is also a very cold planet, and the winds on Neptune are the fastest in the solar system. There are same dwarf planets. Sorry, there are some dwarf planets like Eris and Haumea that are also present in our solar system. So remember, children, some other planets also there other than Pluto, dwarf planets, Eris and Haumea. These are also present in our solar system. Next on the page 188. Satellites and moon. A satellite is a heavenly body that revolves around a planet in an orbit. These are called natural satellites or moons. What is natural satellite for the natural satellite? Here, moon is the natural satellite of the earth. Okay. What is the natural satellite here? Moon is the natural satellite of the earth. Moon does not have an atmosphere and its surface is full of craters and mountains. That means craters means the small holes on the surface of the moon and mountains. The temperature during daytime is as high as 100 degrees centigrade and nighttime temperature is as low as minus 173 degrees centigrade. Moon does not have light of its own. It reflects the sunlight that falls on its surface, thus it shines. Some planets have more than one moon. For example, Jupiter has how many moons? 79 moons, and Saturn has 53 known moons. So remember this point is very important. Take the pencil and underline it. Next, stars. In the night sky, we can observe a lot of twinkling objects. These twinkling objects are known as stars. Stars are large, huge luminous bodies. They are huge luminous bodies made of hot gases and dust. They give out light and heat when they look at the sky at night. The stars become smaller, though they are giving very big in size. Stars look smaller as they are very far away from Earth, as they are very far away from the Earth. Next, constellations. It is also a group of stars. When seen from the Earth, they make a recognizable pattern. Some constellations which can be easily seen are these constellations named as Ursa Major or Minor and Crone. Okay, children, are you seeing these two pictures? Observe the pictures here. Next, coming to the page number 189, Galaxy. A collection of stars, planets along with their moons, gases and dust is called a galaxy. Our galaxy is called the Milky Way. There are millions of galaxies like ours. At least a billion galaxies come together to form the universe. Next, our Earth. So we can call Earth as a globe also, children. Are you seeing this globe? Billions of years ago, Earth was a wedge-shaped ball of gases and dust. It appeared like a hot, glowing ball of fire. Gradually, outside of the Earth began to cool. As it cooled, the outside part becomes hard. With the passage of time, life began to originate and form on the Earth. So, are you seeing here? So, this is the North Pole, this is South Pole, Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere. Next, we movements of Earth. The Earth spins on its own imaginary axis. The Earth's axis is tilted by 23.5 degrees centigrade. One end of axis is North Pole, other end axis is South Pole, sorry. So one end axis is North Pole, one end axis is South Pole. Next on the page number 190, there is another imaginary line that runs through the center of the earth and divides it into two equal halves called hemispheres. Remember the spellings, practice the spellings. So have you taken the pencil while I am reading? You need to check out like this. This imaginary line is called equator. The half of the earth in the north are called northern hemisphere. The other part lying in the south is called southern hemisphere. Next, rotation and revolution. Are you seeing the picture here? Rotation and revolution of the earth. Rotation is the movement of the earth on its imaginary axis which causes day and night. The earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. Therefore, one day is a 24-hour long. The movement of the earth around the sun is in its orbit is called revolution. See here, the movement of the earth around the sun in its orbit is called revolution. Are you seeing the picture here? Yes, the earth shows rotation and revolution simultaneously. The earth takes about 365 1 by 4 days or 1 year to complete one revolution around the sun. The shape of the earth's orbit is elliptical. What is the shape of the earth? Elliptical. Earth's orbit, not earth, earth's orbit. See here, this is called orbit. So, are you observing? This is in which shape? Elliptical shape. So revolution causes seasons. Seasons are caused by the revolution of the earth around the sun in elliptical orbit. The tilt of the earth, that is nothing but one rotation at 23.5 degrees on its imaginary axis. Next, when North Pole is tilted towards the sun, the northern hemisphere receives most of the sunlight and hence has summer. At the same time, the southern hemisphere, which is tilted away from the sun, does not get much sunlight and hence has winter. When the south pole is tilted towards the sun, the southern hemisphere receives more sunlight and has summer. At the same time, the northern hemisphere is away from the sun and has winter. So, are you observing these pictures? See here, winter is the northern hemisphere and summer is the southern hemisphere. See here, the season of spring as both hemispheres receive equal amount of sunlight. Next, summer is the northern hemisphere and winter is the winter in the southern hemisphere. The season of the autumn, as both hemispheres receive an equal amount of sunlight. So, between these two seasons, there comes a period when the weather is neither too hot nor too cold. At the end of winter comes the spring season. Similarly, at the end of summer and before the winter season comes autumn season. During both spring and autumn seasons, the sun's rays fall equally on both southern and northern hemispheres. Seasons of the equator. The equator receives the same amount of sunlight throughout the year, and the countries near it are always hot. Days and nights at the equator are about 12 hours each. If the axis of the earth were not tilted, both the northern and southern hemispheres would have received the same amount of sunlight throughout the year. There would be no winter or summer, hence, there would be no different seasons at all. Are you observing this picture? Earth axis, sun's rays, how they fall. So, hit nearly straight on the equator. So, see children, page number 192, checkpoint. The first four planets that are near the sun are called, take the pencil and fill this blank, inner planets. Next, a dash is a group of stars. Constellations, Constellation, constellation is a group of stars. Our galaxy is called dash, Milky Way. Dash is the movement of the earth on its imaginary axis rotation. Dash receives the same amount of sunlight throughout the year, equator. Straight true or false. Days and nights at the equator are about 20 hours each. False. The movement of the earth around the sun in its orbit is called rotation. This is not around the sun, around the earth. Around the sun means revolution, not rotation. So that's why it is false. Here 12 hours each. That's why it is false. Jupiter has only one moon. No, false. Jupiter has how many moons? In our textbook we have studied 79 moons. 79 moons. Here they give only one moon. Next, page number 193. Jupiter. See the options. Jupiter is the which type of planet? Largest planet is the correct answer among these four options. Mars is which color? Red in color. Option B is correct answer. First one, tick the B. Here also second one B. The Earth's axis is tilted at. What is the correct answer among this choice? A. 23.5 degrees. Next, which of the following causes day and night rotation? The Orion and Ursa Major are types of constellations. B is the correct answer. Seasons are caused by revolution of the Earth. C is the answer. Give one word for the following. This planet is also called morning or evening star, Venus. Imaginary line that runs through the center of the earth and divide it into two equal halves. Those are only called hemispheres. The movement of earth causes seasons, revolution. This is a group of stars, constellations. These are heavenly bodies which revolve around planets. Satellite. Answer is satellite. On the page number 194. Identify the planets. It has red soil and rocks. So, what is the planet? Mars. It is the biggest planet of our solar system. What is the answer? Jupiter. It is the hottest planet. Third one. What is the answer? Venus. It is the third planet of the solar system. Earth. It has beautiful rings around it. Saturn. It is the last planet in our solar system. Neptune. So, these are questions regarding planets. Okay, children, and complete the concept map. See here, they have given missing letters. I have filled those. So COMETS, comets, stars, constellations, sun, asteroids, ASTEROIDS. Next, dwarf planet. Here, rotation, revolution. And what are the inner planet names? You fill this, and what are the outer planet names? You fill this one. Okay. So by this your chapter ends, children. Tomorrow I will give the notes and write the notes properly. Okay, thank you.